Hi, welcome back to my channel, Open the Door. This is episode 98, Unlocking Confident Surrender, Trusting the Flow by Letting Go of Control. Here's my hook. Confidence and surrender, those two words are contradictory, aren't they? Confidence, doesn't that mean standing firm and in our own self-worth and power? And surrender, doesn't that mean giving up? Well, let's take it one step at a time here. Confidence, defined as a deep trust in your own abilities, your worth, and your judgment, regardless of external validation. And surrender, defined, is the conscious choice to let go of control and trust the unfolding of life without resistance. So confident surrender becomes the empowered act of letting go with trust, rooted in self-assurance and faith that life is unfolding exactly as it should, even without your control. Here's the poetic version of this definition of confident surrender: a fearless release into the unknown that's anchored in trust, where strength meets softness and the soul whispers, I do not need to control, I only need to trust the flow. And then just succinctly and in a short form, confident surrender comes down to not giving up but giving over, and finding a balance between your action and your release. So our resistance to this concept of confident surrender comes from a number of places, including our fear of losing control. Because in our mind, control equals safety. We have this belief that when we aren't managing, somehow chaos will ensue. Another form of resistance to this surrender is our ego identity, where we've internalized the roles and we see ourselves as the fixer or the strong one or the overachiever, and we're not willing to let go of that label. Another resistance that we have is this feeling that surrender feels like weakness, when actually surrender takes immense fortitude, inner strength, and courage. Our ego has an attachment to outcomes, so we resist it because we're emotionally invested in how things turn out. We've planned and hoped and envisioned a certain result, and surrender feels like giving up our dream, our vision of that result. And our ego, of course, is always going to resist the unknown. Sometimes we have trauma-based conditioning that causes this wall of resistance, where we feel unsafe unless we're in control. I know I had that form of resistance for many, many years due to my past traumas. So it could be past trauma or people or institutions or just life itself that has let us down or caused deep emotional wounding. And surrender is a big trust issue for people that have gone through trauma. We want to maintain control to avoid further harm. So cultural conditioning can also be a big part of why we have this resistance, especially in Western culture, where it glorifies the side hustle and being productive and always being in control. And we're taught that surrender is passive or lazy, when it's really often the bravest, most intuitive thing that we can do for ourselves. So here's why and how surrender makes us confident. First of all, it shifts our inner foundation and mindset from fear-based control to a trust-based flow. Self-trust then develops, and even if things don't go exactly as we had planned, we learn to adapt and thrive, even when we're faced with challenges and unknowns. We're able to reflect on when we surrendered in the past and see the positive outcomes that came from that, which strengthens our confidence the next time around when we need to use confident surrender. We become more aware of our inner strength over time as we see the results of this confident surrender. And gradually, we're able to release our need for external validation, which puts us in touch with our deeper, more authentic higher self. This also leads to spiritual trust and openness, to being in alignment with the divine plan and divine timing. We learn that life unfolds. You just pay attention, you see it every day. Life is going to continue to unfold whether we're controlling it or not. So once we surrender, we're opening to trusting that we don't have all the answers, but we trust that God and the universe does. And through this confident surrender, we let go of a whole lot of fear. because we're no longer worrying about what if or what about or what's going to happen next. We break that cycle of constantly asking these questions that we have no way of knowing the answers to. And our natural confidence arises. We're no longer fighting the unseen. We're not trying to battle it any longer. We're releasing our control and letting things unfold as they're meant to. Here's some signs that you're ready for confident surrender. You might be feeling exhaustion from pushing and forcing things by trying to control everything. Your sense of ambition might start to feel more like a burden than motivation, and your definition of success may have shifted. You might feel tired from overthinking everything, and you just feel like you're ready to choose inner peace over external approval and control. You may notice repeated patterns of negative, toxic behaviors that are no longer feel aligned with your true self. Or you might feel like you're in limbo. And the last sign that you may be ready for confident surrender is that you have strong intuitive nudges from your higher self and from your intuition for you to either pause or pivot. And there could be just this internal voice whispering, just let go and trust. So here's some steps that you can take towards this confident surrender. Number one, you're using your breath work combined with meditation. A good 10-15 minutes a day can make a big difference. And the breath work, remember, will bring you into the now and into the present. Meditation calms the mind and the emotions as well. So journaling, of course, is a great tool to use to start to practice and get your mindset into this confident surrender. So if you have your journal handy, write these questions down and ponder on them for the next week or so and see what you come up with. The first question is, what am I afraid will happen if I let go? The next question is, what would it look like if I trusted life to carry me instead of trying to control everything? And the next question, how can I begin to trust myself and the unfolding path just a little more today? Pause and rewind if you need to get those questions written down. And the next step I have for practicing a confident surrender would be to write down these affirmations and put this in places where you're going to see it often, so that your subconscious begin to absorb these statements as truth. On the fridge, on the mirror, in the bathroom, whatever, wherever works for you. But the first affirmation I have is, I trust myself to handle what comes. The second one, I am safe to let go. What is meant for me will not pass me by. And the third affirmation I have, I am rooted in trust and open to receive. So another step you can take toward obtaining this confident surrender mindset would be to take inspired action, not frantic action. This is really important. So do take action, but do it from a place of clarity and alignment with your true self and your purpose. Don't take frantic action that's rooted in fear or urgency or your need to control. All right, next up are some visualizations for you to use to release your control and surrender all the way. So the first one I have is you're sitting beside a stream or a river, and you grab a large leaf off the ground and then metaphorically place all your fears and worries on this leaf and then gently set it in the flowing water and watch as it floats away. And there goes your fears and worries on this leaf. It doesn't mean they're going to be gone forever. This is something you have to work on continually. But it's just, as you exhale and watch this leaf float away in your visualization, you need to say to yourself, I release my fear, I release my need to control. Okay, so that's the first visualization, is putting your fear on a leaf and watching it float away. The second one I have is called open hands, and you simply hold your hands open in front of you and imagine you've placed all your fears and worries onto your open palms. Then close your hands tightly into tight fists and hold them like that for several seconds. And then very slowly open your hands. And as you feel that tension release, also release your fears and your worries and your need to control with the release of that tension in your hands. Here's another one. It's called Ocean of Trust. So now instead of being by flowing water, you're next to calm water. And I like to use Lake Michigan, which can be pretty crazy at times. But it's a calm day, okay? It's a calm day. You're at Lake Michigan. You're standing at the edge. And you're ready to walk in. Now, even if you don't swim or are not comfortable floating in the water, okay, so imagine you have your floaty with you, all right? I want you to do this in a way that feels safe and secure to you. So in whatever form this works for you. But as you step toward the edge of the water and gradually walk into it, you feel the water surrounding you. You feel as it's kind of gently welcoming you in. And then either lying on your floaty or on your back in the water. Once it's deep enough, feel that water peacefully supporting you. And stay there for a good 5 to 10 breaths. And with each breath, as you feel that sense of security and peacefulness, you're releasing your need to control. So you can say that directly in your mind or out loud. I release my need to control. I release fear of what is to come. I surrender to the divine plan. Those are all good affirmations you can say for that ocean of trust visualization. And then the last visualization I have is the flame of surrender. So imagine there's a flame within your heart which represents trust and surrender. It's not burned with rage, but it glows with faith. So when your fear arises, see it approach this flame and then be gently dissolved and transmuted into the trust and the surrender that this flame represents in your heart. So in close, I just want to say this. When we surrender, we send the signal to the universe and to God and our Creator that we relinquish control and we're ready to allow the unfolding of our life to take place. This can often bring surprises and better situations and relationships and opportunities that we would not have encountered if we had stayed stuck in our control mode. And over time, as you practice this confident surrender, you'll begin to see that it's easier because you've looked back on the results of how that's worked for you in the past. And as I said, many times it will bring about better situations, better relationships and opportunities that you would not have encountered without relinquishing control and practicing confident surrender. So this is our episode for today. I hope you guys have been doing well. I will be back again soon, just another 3 or 4 days. So in the meantime, take good care of yourselves. I wish you peace, love, and light. And I'll see you again soon. That's it for now. Bye.